Jeremy closed one loan shy of 300 last year, 299 for 129 million, plus leads a team in a region. Not only my favorite metric, but I have to say my favorite mortgage coach member with 5,692 TCAs, all self-created by you, Jeremy. So dude, that is like epic. It's amazing that you created that many. Your favorite quote is "Good" by Jocko. If you guys have not listened to that YouTube video, "Good" by Jocko, Google it, "Good," Jocko Willink. It's one of my all-time favorites. Favorite books, Bible and the Little Engine That Could. And your favorite feature in Mortgage Coach is the Mortgage Coach video forever, brother. So I am going to tee you up, Josh Metal, ring, ring.
Jeremy, I've been calling a bunch of other banks, and I need to know what your interest rate is today.
Hello?
Hi, Jeremy. Yeah, I'm calling about your interest rates.
Oh, hey, I'm so sorry. I couldn't hear you at first. This is Jermey Forcier. How are you today?
I'm doing super good. Thanks. How are you, Jeremy?
I'm doing great. What was your name again?
Oh, my name's Josh.
Josh, pleasure to meet you, man. I'd be happy to help you in any way, shape, or form that I can. So how did you get my name and phone number, Josh?
I think you helped one of my friends get a mortgage, and he said that you got him a really low rate.
Oh, awesome, man. Which friend, man? It sounds like you're a popular guy.
Yeah, I think it was John Downs.
John Downs, dude, I love John, man. I haven't talked to him in a while. I should follow up with him. How do you know John?
Oh, we're old time buddies, man. Yeah, our families go way back. His little girls and my kids are like peas in a pod.
Oh, that's awesome. How old are your kids?
Oh, my son Xander is 10 and Aria is 8.
Dude, with a name like Xander and Aria, I think they're bound to be kings and queens. What do you think?
Drama queens for sure. Yeah, Aria's got that one down in spades.
Man, I have a little girl too, and she's like a stand-up comedian. I don't know where she gets it from, but it's pretty funny to watch her perform.
How old is she?
She's 13.
Awesome. You got hormones rolling in your house then.
It's kind of unbelievable. I have a wife who's amazing. I have a 17-year-old daughter, a 13-year-old daughter, 2 female dogs, and a female bunny. So you can only imagine what I go through on a daily basis.
Well, that would explain why you're in the office.
That is true. I'm wearing workout clothes, and I have been here since very early in the morning. You got me already, Josh. So, Josh, tell me, how can I help you today?
Well, man, I'm looking to buy a house for my family.
Okay.
And just trying to figure out what's going to be the best loan for them.
Okay, great. So is this a first-time purchase, or do you already own a home?
We own a home, and we're going to be buying another home. And so that's another challenge we have, is we're going to need to figure out how we're going to move that equity, because I don't have enough money for a down payment unless I sell my house. But Xander and Aria happen to like roofs over their heads. So I got to figure out how we're going to do that.
Okay, so your goal is to buy a new home and keep your current home, or are you looking to sell your current home?
We'll probably sell my current home.
Okay, great. Now, as far as moving, are you moving up in value? Are you looking at the same purchase prices, or have you even got that far yet?
Probably be moving up.
Oh, moving up. Okay, great. What is your home value right now?
It's about $1 million.
Okay, about $1 million. Awesome, man. So where do you think you want to land as far as a purchase price goes on the new house?
We've been looking somewhere in the 1.5 to 1.7 range.
Cool.
Ask my wife, she'd tell you 2, but I'm telling you 1.5.
What is your wife's name?
Hillary.
Hillary. I can already tell that Hillary's the most important person. Is that true?
That is very true.
Why don't we have Hillary on the phone call, Josh?
That's a good question. She's currently at work, so somebody's got to make money around here.
Cool. Well, I totally get it. And listen, I'd be honored to help you. Your initial question was, you're working with a lot of banks, and what is my rate? And the reality is that I could just tell you anything I want right now, but I'd be just like everyone else. I'd be a liar. Do you want to work with a liar?
No.
Me neither. I want to be honest and authentic in every single thing that I do. So here's what I'd love to do. I'd love to take you through a few questions that I have about your scenario. I understand you're moving up. I understand you need to figure out, can you buy this house before you sell your house? What are the pros and cons of it? And we have to come up with a strategy that ultimately is going to work for you. And that's going to depend on a lot of different things. Are you looking to be free and clear on your house, meaning have it paid off in a certain time frame? Or are you really still in your prime earning years? Are you looking to accumulate as much cash wealth as possible? Answering all those types of questions will help me design a great strategy for you where you can pick whatever rate you want based on a strategy that's going to be in line with your family goals long term.
Got it. Where do we get started?
Cool.
I mean, I just wrote on the thing, that's pure brilliance. I mean, Jermey, I am such a huge fan of what you did in the beginning. It's a diffuser, it's a disruptor, a pattern interrupt. I think it did it in the movie Star Wars recently, where the guy was talking about, we're going to take over the world. And he's like, hello, I can't hear you. He's like, and he, makes some comment, and all of a sudden he can't hear it. And it just diffuses a weak question. And if there is weakness there and you put the ball back in their court to say it again, you watch the strength of that question sort of start to die. And you immediately divert to what matters most, which is the relationship, to get to know them. And I'm assuming, Jermey, that you, at the end of the day, if the person were to say, you know what, I don't care about that stuff, I just want to know your rate, I'm assuming you probably don't even want to do business with them at that point.
Well, that is true, but that does happen, by the way. Let's be honest, right? I mean, I have people that call me and say, that's great, but I just need to know what the rate is. And this is my answer, just so you know. Happy to give it to you. So I always want to give anyone what they want. Happy to give it to you. It looks like today we could get you 0. How does that sound? And it's my same diffuser, pattern interrupt, thought interrupt. I always say that. And the question always is, excuse me? Or did you say 0? Yeah, absolutely. It sounds like you have enough cash to buy this house free and clear. And you don't have to pay any interest on the loan. And it sounds like that's the best strategy for you. That's what I say.
And it's right. That's the thing, is the thing I wrote down, I'm writing themes for every one of you, is that you masterfully control the conversation to keep it on the track of what really matters most, which is the relationship and the advice that you're giving over a bigger picture. And you're not allowing even an ounce of a ridiculous question of what's rate, because you, at the end of the day, know that that's not what matters most. I mean, pure brilliance. And the other thing, if you guys didn't notice, he's updating his database during this process. He knows his wife's name, he knows daughter's name, he knows everything, and he's taking notes of all these things, and his database knowledge is just growing. See right there, knowing the whole process. And if you also didn't notice, he's managing the parties involved, all the decision makers. Anybody knows that they're in sales. If they're talking to just one person, that is a huge risk. If you don't understand both parties in this and honoring husband and wife, if that's peace, you're already at a big risk. It was masterful.
It was pure brilliance, Jermey. I want to let anyone know who wants to hear more about Jermey's process. I interviewed him and Denise Donahue this Tuesday. It was a spectacular call. It was transcribed. So if you're watching the YouTube of that call, there's a transcription available. This was a specific quote. And I think so much mortgage professionals, we get in our own head around this thing. And to Jeremy's point, so much of it, it's our energy. You listen to everyone on this call right now, they deliver advice, not price. And you can't fake that. You can't fake the confidence that they have, because they know advice makes a difference. And they've done it thousands of times. So for all you fee worksheet loan officers listening to this, going, wow, this seems hard, or my clients won't do this, trust me, it's just a question of reps. And the best loan officers, they change the game. Every one of these are changing the game. And then I think it's also important to note, Jermey focuses on that triangle of trust, something that he learned from coaching, from the core. Every single client, every single time, he's working on creating a triangle of trust, and he's gotten really good at it. He's become a genius at it, because he's not done it 10 times. He's not done it hundreds of times. He's done it thousands of times. So he is a master at triangulating for trust and then delivering advice, which is just a 1-2 punch. You have relationship and trust, you deliver tangible advice, you win.